Often, Minecraft is referred to as the game that you never stop playing. You just take long breaks from it. It's known in the industry as one of the greatest games ever made, especially by such a small team. Yet, one thing is known about it that stands above the rest: the nostalgia. It's the childhood game that, for many, it brings you back to your youth as soon as you hear the first few notes of C418. But if you're anything like me, playing the game again now that you could easily give 5 stars to, no questions asked, feels impossible. This is what I refer to as the anomaly of Minecraft, the game where it's known for its 2-week phase amongst friends, the music that is so effective it may well be a time machine, and the timeless masterpiece that no one plays. In the 2010s, gaming finally stepped into the mainstream. You were no longer a total outcast for having Halo models in your bedroom, only like a partial one. The target audience of Minecraft was really anyone. The game was and is so open that there will be something for everyone in here somewhere. But there was a particular demographic that took strongly to it: young children. The ones with the imagination left in them to know what to do with oak, wood and dirt blocks. The game didn't even have glass panes back then. We've come an awfully long way. Since children were the target demographic, children are the ones that tended to play the most. And my God, did we play! We quickly managed to shoot Minecraft to the second best-selling video game of all time, beaten only by Tetris. I don't know about you guys, but I own this game on my laptop, my iPad, my PlayStation, and my Wii U. What were my parents doing? Let me have one of those. I don't know. But childhood doesn't last forever, and neither do the days of endless building with friends after school. Now most of us are adults. Even the children are now pretending to be adults as soon as they can. In a sad way, perhaps Minecraft was the last game to be a part of anyone's true childhood. Anyway, the music is the main thing that drives the nostalgia forwards. Music plays a very heavy part in everyone's feelings and emotions. There's a reason that everyone listens to Creep by Radiohead when they go through a breakup. In fact, the limbic system in our heads lights up when we hear music. The chills you may feel when listening to an extremely moving piece of music is the result of dopamine. So music can quite literally make you feel joy, especially when it's a piece of music you are familiar with. It's why this makes you instantly want to cry. Specifically, decoding music associated with memory, though, is quite complex. It can be compared to reading, which involves recognizing individual letters and sounds and then ultimately giving them meaning. Emotions, of course, enhance memory. There's a reason why most adults can still remember every single word to TTYL by Katy Perry, because it was everyone's favourite song. Adolescence also plays a major factor into this. Since there's heightened emotions, you'll tend to find that you can remember emotional things from this time much better than you can in your 30s. Not that I'm older than 30, so I wouldn't know. All of this links back to Minecraft music since, well, it's beautiful. Most of the soundtrack leaves space for pauses and relaxation, alongside instruments that aren't overbearing or invasive. Despite most of us knowing Daft Punk, work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes it stronger more than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. We don't feel like crying whenever we hear it. It's too noisy. The main composer of Minecraft's music, the man, the myth, the legend, Daniel Rosenfeld. At a Game City festival in Nottingham, he was supposed to be telling the audience about how he wrote and composed the game's sound effects and background music, but one thing was consistent in his creating process: everything kept crashing. His sound files won't load, his notes that are on his phone kept turning on and off, and everything seems to be working against him. Minecraft also had extreme limitations when it came to sound files. Each Minecraft world created uses a graphical element known as voxels. That's about as much technical detail that you're going to get, because that's all I know. Which are great for generating landscapes quickly, but can make it difficult to signpost properties of objects within the space. What I mean by this is that if there's a creeper outside your house and there's a wall in the way, technically speaking, you shouldn't be able to hear him. You know, solid walls usually at least muffle the sound, but it would take too much power telling the game that there is a wall there, that it just simply isn't worth doing. For similar reasons, things such as echo effects and underground music weren't possible, since the game doesn't know when you're in a cave, or a village, or putting your bed next to your Minecraft crush. Biomes was easier to create, Since the nature of Minecraft tends to be traversing the world as quickly as possible though, it would sound horrendous due to the constant fluctuation of player location. Probably would have been pretty cool though. Shame Terraria got there first. Due to these complications, the soundtrack needed to fit every player, movement or situation, no matter what was happening. He wanted the music to be unobtrusive, to the point where, and I quote, "I almost hoped that they'd only notice it when something interesting happens in the game." He literally wanted these masterpieces to be ignored. As a result of many of the restrictions he encountered whilst trying to compose anything halfway complicated, we get these next to single track melodies that give plenty of space for player silence. This is what plays so hard into the nostalgia aspect of the music, the peacefulness that you used to be able to feel on almost a daily basis. Minecraft's soundtrack isn't just peaceful, it's hauntingly lonely. That's why stories of Herobrine spread like wildfire back when we all had nothing better to be talking about. The eerie quiet of an empty world made it feel like something had to be watching. For many players, there's a complicated mix of eeriness and peace when looking at this image. Or perhaps this one, just a simple wooden literal square box that I'm sure we've all made at some point or the other. Outside of the game itself, YouTube plays a major part in the nostalgia surrounding Minecraft. It was such a huge phenomenon in the content creation world that many big names in the YouTube community centered themselves specifically around Minecraft content. Sky Does Minecraft, Dan TDM, Stampy Longhead, or Nose, both at the same time, I don't know. Most of them even had Minecraft in their name, that's how locked in they were. In the modern world of content creation, if you don't do a bit of everything, you're gonna drown. But back then, this was enough. There's an argument to be made that gaming content creation wouldn't be what it is to this day without Minecraft in the first place. Before that, gaming was practically exclusive Skyrim questlines and epic 360 no-scope 420 COD montage RGB gaming setup with the boys. This was a whole new stepping ground of letting people have a bit more freedom than what a sniper does within their content. It's led to some big steps in the Minecraft community and the YouTube community as a whole. You want to know something that I know off the top of my head? Who will win and who will fall? Find out when we burn the wall in building time. I fucking love this series. I had no idea until writing this script, but this miniature YouTube series has an IMDb rating. That is absolutely insane. The huge success of these content creators has led to many people associating themselves with Minecraft and, more specifically, with childhood. I remember the huge phenomenon where there was a video of Stampy swearing back when he first started YouTube.
Fuck it, I don't need it.
And like, you would swear he was the one that made the Tesco meal deals go from £3 to £3.50 back in the day. It was like uncovering an FBI mystery that this fully grown man said shit in an older video. It wasn't just YouTube gameplay videos of people playing Minecraft though. Due to the huge openness that Minecraft allowed, there isn't a single form of entertainment that hasn't come out of this thing. Animated shorts,
Where am I?
music videos, whole new songs, films.
I'm Steve.
It's
Steve.
could have been better. Mini-series like the Minecraft School, which now has every type of meme school possible. These were all extremely popular. Revenge by Captain Sparkles has 297 million views. To put that into perspective, at the time of writing this video, It Boy by Baby No Money, his video has 21 million. You know, that extremely popular TikTok song right now. And Captain Sparkles thrashed him easily. TNT Creeper Rap by Dan Bull, Don't Mind at Night, I Can Swing My Sword by Tobuscus, Hunger Games by Bajan Canadian. The list is insane. I'm trying to write my script and I'm just getting distracted by going down this childhood songs list. Anyway, if you go into the comments of any of these videos, they all say things like, let me guess, your childhood? Why on earth didn't the Minecraft movie utilize any of these songs? These aren't just songs that people have forgotten about in a week. This is 13 years ago and people are coming back and commenting on it to this day. This isn't even touching on the Minecraft role-playing and story-based content. Minecraft Diaries, that has an entire lore recap video made about them. Stampy making an entire Funland with helpers, which still gets talked about to this day. The media has had a huge influence on the nostalgia that this game gives because it isn't simply limited to the game. It's external too. To be honest, before writing this, I hadn't thought about I Has Cupquake in years, but now I've got her Oasis introduction stuck in my fucking head. Speaking of the Oasis series, what made that series so special and unique was the mods that were installed in the game. Minecraft's modding community really picked up in the 2010s with major mods such as Crazycraft, Pixelmon, or Modded Survival, meaning that creators could, in theory, have a never-ending stream of content, as long as the mods didn't stop. If vanilla Minecraft ever started to feel stale, no problem, install a mod that makes every single creature in the game into an anime girl, and now you've got a never-ending stream of joy that will make anyone else who loads up your game think you're the biggest loser to ever have access to the internet. Beyond the obvious horniness of any community, there are genuinely some banging mods to be found. I remember the first mod I ever installed was on a road with my dad, where it was a simple car. It took me and him so long to get it working for both of us on the server, and to be honest, it wasn't even worth it, but it was the journey that was important. The internet's grasp on Minecraft did eventually die down though, as with any major trend, until the legend we all know, Dream, rose up from the ashes of the fallen Minecraft YouTubers and started a whole new set of content creators that thrived in Minecraft's longevity. What made this so special was that it wasn't just new viewers finding Dream, it was Stampy's fans, Skyder's Minecraft worshippers, and Captain Sparkle enthusiasts that realised just how much they had missed the game. This created a loop of nostalgia and new content, proving that Minecraft can have the biggest comeback in gaming history. Let's just ignore everything else that happened with Dream after that point, okay? It's not what this video is about. Minecraft's impact goes far beyond the game itself. It has bled into every corner of internet culture. The fact people are still coming back to these videos over a decade later shows the impact it has had within the gaming community. But whilst nostalgia plays a huge role in what makes Minecraft special, it's not the only thing that has kept the game alive for so long. A constant stream of updates has definitely kept it in the limelight. Love them or hate them, one thing is undeniable. Minecraft has changed. As with most modern games, Minecraft gets frequent updates. Lots of them. At least Minecraft actually releases a full game back in the day. Now there are far too many updates in this game to go into each and every one of them, but if it wasn't for the blocky art style, this would be unrecognisable. The updates have gone from simple things such as adding beds in 2011 and a few buildings like sand temples in 2012 to complete overhauls of the game world. Now in 2025, we have had the overworld changed, mountains changed, caves changed, the nether changed, the end changed, biomes, villages, the ocean. Absolutely nothing has been left untouched by Microsoft and their grubby little fingers. Whilst there are many changes in the game that are just good, there's no denying that adding bumblebees to the game is a good thing. I mean, look at them! The Caves and Cliffs update, which gave a complete overhaul to the world generation, all the way back in 2021 now. Oh my god, that was ages ago. They have definitely made the game better from an outside perspective. But even with all these updates, the most memorable adventure I have from this game is playing with my dad and going down extremely narrow tunnels. He told me to always place torches on the right because then you could get out by just following them on the left, which is still something I do to this day, Dad, so thank you. I love you. I know you're watching. Despite the major updates and overhauls this game has had, there is an argument to be made that the version we had back in 2014, where the most recent update was ocean monuments and slime blocks, is a version that most people dream about. Even the main menu hasn't been saved from the overhaul changes. Updates back then just felt like the right amount to add something new, but not completely alter the main mechanics or objectives of the game. An update was literally, like I mentioned before, adding slime blocks, which then allowed the players to creatively run loose and come up with all sorts of wacky and weird ideas. But what if you didn't want to use slime blocks? Then simply don't, it's as simple as that. The main modern updates have gotten so extreme now that you literally cannot ignore them. It is impossible to ignore this. Minecraft used to be bare-boned with no hunger bars. The end didn't exist. Redstone circuits were there purely so that you could make an automatic door open and close before you got to it. But now I think that there's so much to do, it can kind of lead to decision paralysis. Whilst it's nice to have such a wide game of things to do, this is a literal sandbox game, which, by definition, a sandbox game is a video game with a gameplay element that provides players a great degree of creativity to interact with, usually without any predetermined goal. You can't help but feel like you're not reaching your true potential of enjoyment if you don't experience literally everything now, which would take days to do. It's a common meme online that you have the 2-week Minecraft phase with the boys, and then you abandon the world for it to never be touched again. I'm 100% sure that if you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about, and you've probably done it yourself too. My most recent adventure with it was a world I started with my amazing boyfriend, where I had the grand idea to create an automatic sorting system. Hear me out, okay? This was cool as fuck. It just took the entirety of the 2 weeks. And in the time, Alex got extremely bored because he had about 3 sacks of diamonds, and he was my little mining helper who got me a total of 8,590 iron ingots that I ended up not being able to use because he got bored and it was his world. And I've barely touched the game since then. I'm still salty about that, you know.
It was like a year ago, though.
So
Get a grip.
that's so unhelpful. This whole endeavour was about a year ago now, I think. And can I point out, within that time, neither of us did or used any of the new features. The most advanced we got was to the Nether, where Alex had a jolly old time. I swear with a basic couple of the girls at home picking flowers whilst the other is actually doing the hard part, but he likes it, I think. I think my example of a big project like this, though, is actually a good example of what makes the game hard to play at all. Yeah, let's do this massive project that would take hours of my free time, but think how cool it's gonna be. Or I could just not and play the short, simple burst of Mario Kart for the 7th time this week. Even if you're a massive builder like me, and you're just here purely for the adventure side of it, Alex still got burnt out in this amount of time. Despite my insisting that Netherite exists, he didn't want it, which, okay, fair enough. The original feeling of Minecraft is mining diamonds, not the cheesy bed tactic in the Nether, so he wasn't interested. As much as I have extremely fond memories of playing Minecraft with him and like a few other friends that I definitely have, whenever anyone says to me to get on Minecraft, I can't help but essentially roll my eyes. Why? I love this game. I've got countless hours in it. I've even got a little fox on my desk that lights up. If you have batteries in it, which I never do, but that's not the point. I know that I literally just talk about the updates in the last section, but I can confirm that during our little 2-week Minecraft phase, I didn't go anywhere near the new things. I didn't create a bundle, didn't go anywhere near the brush for didn't go anywhere near the brush for whatever this is. I think the nearest thing I went towards were the bees, and they're like old news by now. No matter what, I can never seem to get over the hurdle of having a forever world, which is something I would love to achieve. I want that forever world so bad. The kind where you actually stick around long enough to see a base evolve, where your starter house turns into a mega base where you actually use the nether hub you built. But nope, every time I start fresh, I tell myself this is the one, and then 2 weeks later, gone. Another graveyard in the Minecraft world selection screen. Trying to return to a world is even worse. Like, I just immediately log out straight after I load it up. Why even go for the effort, you know? Minecraft is still here. It's still getting updates, still selling copies, still ranking millions of players in every month. On paper, it's just as alive as it ever was, maybe even more. But for those of us who grew up with it, something feels different. Maybe it's because the game has changed, maybe it's because we've changed. The days of coming home from school and sinking endless hours into a survival world without a second thought are long gone. Life moves on, responsibilities pile up, and suddenly committing to a forever world feels like way too much effort that only the chronically online TikTokers can manage. Or maybe it's the game itself, the simplicity that made Minecraft so magical, the bare bones mechanics, the unpolished charm, the wild era of YouTube, where every new discovery felt groundbreaking, has been buried under years of updates, corporate influence, and a game that, while technically better, just doesn't feel the same. And yet every once in a while, we all get that itch, that little voice in the back of our head that says, maybe I should start a new world, just for fun. And for 2 glorious weeks, we're right back in it. Mining, building, exploring, and reliving the magic. But deep down, we know it won't last. Not like it used to. Minecraft will never be the same again, but maybe that's okay. If you've made it this far in my video, I want to say that I really do appreciate you. As of recording this, my most recent video has just gone up and I can't thank everyone enough for the support that I'm getting. It really does mean the world that even 10 of you take the time to watch my videos. I seriously just can't thank you enough. It means so much. If you have any more free time, I'd love for you to check out the videos on my channel, which should pop up now. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you have an amazing day.